Yo, what's going on? It's your boy, Mr. Locario, the bad boy of the dating game. What's good? So, in this video, I wanted to talk about how you can't change female nature. And even more specifically, when I'm talking about female nature, I'm talking about more so women being extremely emotional, right? And sometimes when women are extremely emotional, you may look at them as like they're crazy. You understand? Like they're doing a bunch of crazy shit. You're like, why is this woman acting all crazy and stuff? And what some guys think is that they think that they can sort of change that woman and sort of make her not be crazy, not make her not so emotional, right? And what I want to tell you in this video is that you can't change that. So what it is that you have to accept the fact that women are going to be like how they are, and all you can really do in these situations is manage the chick. You understand? Manage the situation. Right? So what happens is that no matter how you're interacting with a woman, she at some point, is going to get emotional. She's going to, feel a certain type of way about certain things, and she's going to act out in a certain way. And this is going to continuously happen basically throughout the relationship you have with the woman. Right? So a lot of times guys will think, well, there must be something I can do to change this. And again, like I said, you can't change it. You can only manage it. Now, a lot of times what happens is that the way that you interact with women, right? You're going to interact with them in certain ways, and based off of how you are dealing with them, they're going to come at you a certain way. But no matter how you deal with them, they're still going to come at you on some emotional shit, on some very, kind of like crazy type of stuff, right? Now, let me talk to all of the guys who would be considered like good dudes, like a guy who would treat a girl good, right? So, for example, you're the type of guy who treats a girl good, and what's going to happen is that a lot of times when you treat women good, they end up getting comfortable. And because they are comfortable, they may start taking you for granted, right? Now, when a chick starts taking you for granted and she's comfortable, a lot of times she's going to act up or she's going to get emotional in certain ways because shit is actually too good. See, a lot of times this is what happens. Women like to be able to complain about men. And even more specifically, the man they're with. So if you're being good to this chick, she has nothing to complain about. And if something is going wrong, especially if she's doing something wrong, the spotlight's going to be on her because she has nothing to complain about you. So she doesn't feel, even though she's comfortable in a situation, right? The fact that you're a good guy, that takes away her ability to sort of complain. And since you take away her ability to complain, that is the thing that's going to make her feel a certain type of way, which can bring out that emotion or that craziness because she's in a situation where, she can't complain. Now, another aspect of you being this good guy, right, is that a chick may be uncomfortable because you're a good dude, right? So this is another side of the thing where because she's not so used to being with a guy who's a good guy, right, she may feel she doesn't deserve being with a guy that's as good as you, and then therefore she's going to act out. Here's gonna, this is the emotions and all that other craziness is gonna come out, right? And so what happens is that this is something you're gonna have to manage if you want to deal with this girl. So let's say if this girl's too comfortable to the point where she's taking you for granted, or let's say the girl is uncomfortable because she's not used to being with a good guy, she's going to act out in certain ways that's going to, make her very emotional, and you're going to, be receiving that energy. And what you need to do is you need to make sure that in these situations, you are checking these chicks. So if a chick is doing something crazy or she's catching an attitude or whatever it is, you have to check her. You understand? And on top of checking the girl, there should be boundaries in the relationship that let her know that if she crosses those boundaries, that you will leave. You understand? So it sort of keeps that balance, because this is the crazy thing is that, no matter how you're treating the girl, she is going to react and act a certain way based off of her emotions, and her emotions can be very intense based off of the situation or how she's feeling about it. You understand? And you have to make sure you manage that in order to keep the relationship going, right? So now this is, and I'm just talking about if you're treating a girl good. Now, let's say if you're treating a girl like shit, or you're just like, treating a girl bad or whatever it is, right? Or treating her like crap, whatever, right? You still have to deal with these emotions. See, a lot of times women will run to guys and chase guys who treat them like crap because these women are insecure and they're looking for that validation through that guy. So it's not necessarily that they like are in love with the dude necessarily. It's more so they're so insecure that they're trying to get validation through that situation to make themselves feel better about themselves, right? And so some guys think, well, let me just act like a dick so that I can get the girl to chase me. Now, in certain situations that can work, but what happens also is that you're still going to get those crazy emotions when you're dealing with that girl. Because if you're treating a girl like crap or whatever, she's going to be needy and she's going to bring a lot of drama because of you treating her that way in a certain sense. You understand? And this is the funny part. When we talk about you treating a girl like crap, sometimes, it's not even necessarily you treating her bad. Sometimes it may just be her perspective that you're treating her bad. So what do I mean by this? Let's say, for example, this is a perfect example. You ever notice how sometimes you'll say, the girls I really like, it seems like it's hard to get with them. But the girls I really don't want that much, it's so easy, right? Now, the reason why it's so easy for the girl you don't want that much is because since you don't want her, you're not paying her as much attention as a girl you would actually want. You're not giving her the type of energy that you would give a girl you really want. So, because you're not paying her that much attention or whatever, let's say you just like hit it a few times and you're just like keeping her on some fuck buddy shit and you're just like whatever with her, because you're acting that way towards her, from her perspective, you're treating her like shit, which is why she is chasing you. Which is why it's easier for you to get her. You understand? Which is why that energy is going there. So it's not necessarily like you're like, your intentions aren't to treat her bad, but from her perspective, you are treating her bad, which is why she's chasing you. You see what I'm saying? And then within that, a lot of the emotions and the craziness comes in, where she'll probably be calling you all the time. Oh, how come you ain't call me back? This and this and that. You understand? All of that shit is going to happen. So no matter if you're treating a woman good or you're treating a woman like crap, you understand what I'm saying? Those emotions and that craziness can still come out no matter what you're doing. Because again, some guys think, well, isn't there a way, or isn't there something I can do so that I don't have to deal with a chick being this way, right? And again, you can't change how a woman's going to respond and react. This is just how women respond and react. All you can do is manage that situation. So even when a chick is, let's say you're treating her like crap, right? And she, is being on some emotional shit, you still have to manage that situation if you still want to deal with that girl, right? You got to check her when she's on some BS. And also you still may need to put those boundaries. Let's say even if it's a girl who's you trying to just have as a fuck buddy, you need to let her know this is just what it is, so that, she doesn't, keep going overboard and keep being extremely crazy with it, because you need to let her know, like, hey, look, this is what it is. And if you can't handle that, then, I'm going to have to keep it pushing. But what I want to get across in this video is I want you guys to understand that if you are taking time out to actually deal with women, you have to be able to manage these situations and understand you can't change the fact that women are going to be emotional. You understand? This is how they are. So if you want to deal with women, this is what you have to deal with. You understand? So just understand that there has to be that management, and there can't be this thing where you're trying to change it. So you're not going to get with a girl and say, oh, well, I'm going to do this and say this and make this happen, to where she's never going to act out and be extremely emotional and irrational, ever. And it's not going to happen. You just need to understand that when she's extremely emotional and crazy and irrational, that you need to manage that situation, calm that situation down, so that you can continue to make shit happen with this woman. You understand? This is why, as a man, you are that leader. You understand? And so this is also why, you know, a lot of guys, you know, who are like MGTOW, this is why some dudes will be on the MGTOW shit, because they don't want to have to deal with this shit. You understand? Because they're like, yo, these chicks is crazy, they're fucked up and all this other stuff, and they don't want to have to deal with it, so they don't deal with it. But if you actually want to deal with women, if you want to, you know, date women, have sex with women, have a girlfriend, have a wife, whatever it is you want in that capacity when you're dealing with women, you have to understand that this is part of the package. You understand? And you can't change her nature. You just got to understand this is what it is. All right? So that's pretty much it. Listen, guys, if you have any questions, make sure you click the link below, and I'll holler at you later. Remember, the truth is inside you. Peace. I'm gone. Now, before you turn off this video, I want you to do 3 quick things. 1, I want you to click the link below to send me a question. If you have a question on dating and relationships, I'll make a video about it. 2, I want you to click the link under that to get my free audio program, Undeniable Game, which teaches you 7 easy to follow tips on how to really attract beautiful women. And 3, I want you to click the link under that one to go to Bad Boy Membership, where you get 45 through 90-minute audio and video dating advice tutorials every month. What's up? It's dating and life coach Mr. Locario. Go to badboymembership.com and master the dating game by joining my Bad Boy Membership program. In this program, you'll receive 45 through 90-minute, easy to follow, step-by-step dating advice tutorials that's guaranteed to help you attract, date, and have sex with beautiful women. Join the Bad Boy Membership today by going to badboymembership.com. That's badboymembership.com.